Hi Dreamer, welcome to Aria. It's just another day waking up in Vegas. I'm Brittany, and today I am waking up in Vegas again, this time at the Aria. I have had a stint of Vegas videos recently. I have a bunch in the past. I'd love to have you here. I stay at hotels and resorts, and I review them for you so you know which ones you want to stay at with your family. I got in last night, so I already have one night in to my 3-day stay here. I slept okay. I can't decide. I think I need another night to review the bed, so let's hold tight on a bed review for right now. But I got in, had a pretty relaxing afternoon. I got some green juice, and then I just went out to Thai food at Lemongrass. Aria has tons of amazing restaurants. This is a great foodie destination. I'm so excited about the lineup of restaurants I'm going to be trying this trip. This morning, I woke up and I went to get coffee at the proper food hall. That food hall is really, really good. One of the best on the entire strip. So definitely visit if you're staying here at the Aria. I got a donut from Easy Donuts. It was only okay. A little too sweet for me, which is kind of odd to say about the donuts. Brad got a egg sandwich and it was really, really good. So definitely recommend Egghead if you're staying here. Coffee from Easy Donuts was not good. It was not good. So we'll try something else tomorrow. Hopefully something a little bit better. I've just been chilling in this room, which by the way reminds me of maybe like a dad's bachelor's bedroom. It's very masculine in here, which is generally the vibe I get whenever I'm in the Aria. It has definitely sophisticated energy, I'll say. I've had numerous conferences here. There's a big conference hotel and it gives a very sophisticated air whenever you walk around. At least that's how I've always felt whenever I've been here. But I'm really excited to experience it and stay here. Last night, after I had dinner, we had a little bit of a spa night. There's a nice tub in there. It was nice to relax. Nice lotion and body wash in the bathroom, so that's nice. This morning the shower was crazy. The water pressure in there, little bit rough, but the bath last night was relaxing. I have just been hanging out in the room like I said earlier though, so I think it's time to go explore the hotel and I hope find some lunch. Okay, so we just finished lunch at Moneyline, which is like the pizza place attached to the sports book here. Pizza was only okay. Some bites were good, some bites were not. It was also too soggy and greasy. So I don't know if I would recommend or come back, but if you're busy watching sports, it wouldn't be a bad lunch. But I had about 3 glasses of soda here at lunch, so I am more than ready to go explore and see what Aria has to offer. After walking around Aria for a little bit after lunch, I decided to head over to the crystal shop. The floor at the Aria was buzzing. That is one busy casino and it is just a Wednesday afternoon and it is pretty packed in there. I really like the energy. It seems like a really great place to gamble. Checked out some of the restaurants. It's fun that they're all kind of tucked together. You have Catch, which I'll eat at tomorrow night, and Cathedrale, which will be tonight's dinner, and Julia Serrano Tapas, all there next to the lobby. If you're looking for something more casual, then I definitely recommend Proper Eats Food Hall. Lots of great options there. You got that pizza that I had for lunch at Moneyline, and you also have Posh Burger, which is like kind of be like high-end burgers. Maybe I'll eat at it before I leave, maybe not, we'll see. And then I have my favorite brunch on the Strip planned for the day we leave's departures brunch. So definitely stick around for that. I can't wait to share that with you guys. I absolutely love it there. Beside that place for brunch, you also have Salt and Ivy. That's not bad, but the service there is usually hit or miss. So eat there if you have a lot of time to kill, because sometimes it can be a bit slow. Now that I'm at the Crystal Shops, I am just going to walk around and take in the ambiance here. I kind of feel weird filming in here because, guys, this place is so posh. Like, this is where the rich, or the people that think they're rich, come and spend their money. I mean, it is easily the highest concentration of high-end shops on the Strip. It's a really nice mall. It's a well-designed mall. The architecture in here is really interesting. I probably won't get too much footage in here, but I'll try to get a little bit just so you guys have an idea of the ambiance. But if you're visiting Las Vegas and you want a place to do a whole bunch of window shopping or take somebody special in your life and spoil them, then I definitely recommend Crystal Shops. Let's hope I don't find anything that I love. Let's go. All right, after exploring the Crystal Shop, if you're bored and you think Aria's too secluded, you would be wrong, because Aria is connected via tram. Well, it's connected via walkway to Park MGM, and it's actually connected via tram to the Bellagio. And so that's where I'm going, because I've been in Vegas for a while and I really want some good coffee, and the best coffee on the Strip is in the Bellagio. So let's go. So dinner tonight was at Cathedrale, which you probably are kind of have seen, or you are seeing right now. We got the salt crusted cod, really moist, great experience. I always love a food experience. Then we got the pour over tableside affogato, which is the real reason why we came. Cathedrale has a mixed bag of reviews. For me personally, I actually think that it was pretty good, but you gotta like bold flavors. It was not tame, it was not safe. So I can see why some of the reviews on it are a little mixed. Now, we are just doing a little after dinner walk. Gonna find a party somewhere. Just kidding, not really. Brad wasn't with me whenever I was staying at the Nomad. If you missed it too, go watch the video. I'll link it right here. But I'm gonna go show him the lobby of the Nomad, and we're gonna go hang out there for a little bit. I will catch you guys in the morning. Good night for now. Good morning. I feel like I look tired today. I just keep not sleeping too good here. That bed is kind of hard. I thought that we would start talking about this hotel and my thoughts on it, just because I feel like the last videos putting it at the end has run a bit long. So the first thing that I can definitely jump in and talk about is like the check-in process. Raven checked us in at the front desk and she was awesome. She really went over the map really well and all the amenities. She was super genuinely friendly. I really liked her, and the check-in process went really smoothly. I'd paid for an early check-in. She didn't give me any gruff about it, just seemingly smoothly checked us in and sent us on our way. Really, really good check-in experience, 5 out of 5. Next, condition of this hotel. Overall, casino, floor, general amenities of the hotel seem pretty good. The room condition isn't bad, but it is showing its age just a little bit. There's some peeling wallpaper in the bathroom, and there's just a little bit of mold in the shower. But this place has been around for a while, it's been open for a while, and I think in general, it actually is doing pretty good. So I give the condition a 4 out of 5. I think that's pretty fair. The next thing I always talk about is amenities. But before I talk about that, I feel like I need to see the biggest amenity, and that's the pool. So that's on the docket for first thing this morning. So we better get going on that here pretty soon. Okay, back from the pool. I look all sweaty because there's hardly any shade out there. You have to get there pretty early to get a premium shade spot. I was there about an hour after they opened, and most of the shade was already taken on a casual Thursday. So, you know, take from that information what you will. I am going to get cleaned up and then let's talk about the amenities. Also, this like shelf right inside the room, so helpful. I mean, total catch-all of course, but really, really handy. I wish more hotel rooms had that. Okay, now that I'm back and clean, let's talk about the pool just a little bit. Big pool area, lots and lots of seating, which is great because this is a pretty large resort. Very little shade though, but to counteract that, there are a large number of very nice looking cabanas. So if you're a cabana person, I think that this would be an okay place for that. I also recommend you reserve a chair because the reserved loungers were so luxe compared to the just average normal one. So I do think this would be the place that it would be worth it to reserve a lounger. I'm gonna get ready and head to lunch, but let's kind of go over the amenities besides the pool, which in general, I wouldn't like recommend to people, but I wouldn't unrecommend. I've had better and worse, so the pool is fine. The spa here is really good. They have like an entire med spa here. They have red light therapy. They have facials, they have IV therapy, which you don't find everywhere. So that's really great that all of that is in-house. They also have an amazingly popular casino here and really strong Wi-Fi, which Brad and I really appreciate considering that we work on the road. There aren't any shows here in the Aria. However, it's connected to the crystal shops. So you have extensive shops and you have continual museum displays there. There's the Museum of Illusions, there's the Immersive Art Museum, and then there's a display museum that rotates different genres. One time it was Barbie, right now it's Princess Diana. I've heard really good things about that one. So if you are here while that's still going on, I recommend. So in general, I think the amenities really round out to a 5 out of 5. It's great that you're connected to Park MGM and the Bellagio via tram, and the tram's pretty fast. It only takes maybe 11-12 minutes to get from one side to the other, so that's really fast. You couldn't walk that, and probably maybe it'd take you half an hour. It'd take a while. So pretty good amenities. And the staff. Let's move on to talking about them. So the staff that I've encountered has been generally nice and they've all been pretty professional. However, recently I've stayed at some really amazing service properties. Found Blue comes to mind, the Crockfords comes to mind. Both of those properties have amazing service. So it's impossible to give this place a 5 out of 5 whenever you're comparing it to those properties staff-wise. The staff here does fine, but we have had just a few rude encounters from some of the restaurant employees that are definitely employed by Aria. So I gave the staff a 4 out of 5. Raven at the front desk really helped boost that rating up quite a bit. And I haven't had any like horrific encounters that I need to report to you guys. Before I rate the food though, I think that we still have a few more restaurants to cover. For lunch, I don't know if I'm going to do Posh Burger or if we're going to go to the food court, but I will catch up with you guys whenever I'm there. Guys, you would not believe the amount of food that I got. This is what happens whenever you order online on Vegas. You just don't know what's going to happen. So I was like, okay, $70 is a lot for like lunch, and it is. That's like insane for food court food. But holy crap, is this a lot of food. Like, it's taking up this entire like shelf. Some of it looks like really, really, really good. I do think that the burger looks especially good, and this is the Korean chicken tenders. They look great. And then this is fried cauliflower, which is my absolute weakness. And then some kind of Korean slaw that looks pretty good. I'll check in after we consume as much of this as we can, and I will let you know how it all is. I left you before lunch and it is now after dinner, so I have some things to catch you up on. I was super skeptical about food hall lunch. Man, it was expensive and it was worth every penny. I would totally go back there. Highly recommend. Also, portions were pretty large, so way over ordered for that place. But the pictures on the internet were quite deceiving. I loved how easy it was to order online and pick it up there. And like I said, the food, all of it was top notch, really good. So that's great. For dinner, we got dressed up and ended up at Catch. I'd been looking forward to this reservation pretty well the entire time I was in Vegas. I had a lot of hope for it, and it didn't live up to it. Not at all. I thought the food was fine, but the wait staff was not good. Like, they were trained well, but they were kind of rude, and the restaurant was pretty well empty, but they kept seating people right next to us, and I don't know, they seemed like they were in a hurry, but they clearly didn't need our table. I don't really understand it. The food was only okay. It wasn't really that inspired. It was well prepared, but the flavors weren't astounding for the price. So take pictures in the entryway, but I think I'd skip it. Overall though, I think the food at Aria deserves a 5 out of 5. There's really a lot of options to choose from. There are some cheaper options if you want to save some money, and for the most part, I think the value at a lot of the restaurants and the variety makes it a good option for the foodie. So yeah, I think it deserves a 5 out of 5 for the food. Overall, I think it all works out. Next, I want to talk to you about the room. I think I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I thought it was pretty masculine. I still feel like that. Feels like you're in a bachelor's bedroom almost. I do love the functionality of this room though. I think it's really good. Nice desk setup, plenty of seating options. Things that I wish it had a coffee maker and a fridge besides the mini bar. I kind of wish it had a better bed. I did mark it down and give it a 4 out of 5, and the number one reason was really the bed. I thought the bathroom was fine. The shower was too harsh, but it wasn't like enough for me to mark it down. And even though there was some condition issues that I mentioned previously, none of that was like outrageous, and it was already accounted for in the condition rating of the overall hotel. But the bed in this room, considering this is a high-end hotel, doesn't feel luxurious enough. And bed preference definitely is an individualized preference, but this just isn't a luxurious bed. It just doesn't feel luxurious. The comforter is so heavy, and not in like a good way, in just like a hot way. So it just isn't breathable. It's no good. And the pillows are kind of lumpy and also hard. It hasn't been a good sleep here, which is not really what you expect. So I think it deserves to be knocked down just a little bit for that, making it a 4 out of 5. Now, value-wise, this is the shocking part. Now, the value for Aria, I gave a 5 out of 5, and that's because I got a killer deal on this room midweek. $150 a night with a $75 resort food credit. Now, you do have a $50 resort fee per day, like everywhere else, but $150? I mean, come on. You couldn't beat that at like some of these like low rent hotels here on the Strip. So considering what you're getting in this resort, I think $150 is a steal. Now, it won't always be like that. The price does vary quite a bit. I've seen it upwards of $300, which would definitely change that value rating. But if you can get a lower priced stay like we did, then I highly recommend, and it deserves a 5 out of 5 for me for this stay. Let me know if you've stayed here and what you think of this property overall. My overall rating came to a 32 out of 35, making it a really solid choice for your stay on the Strip. I would come back This is a fun hotel and resort. Great place to gamble. The floor is super fun. There's plenty of lounges. They have a great vibe, all of them. And even though the pool wasn't the best, I still think it wasn't the worst. I would go back to the pool and just try to get there a little bit earlier next time. I haven't stayed at the Aria before just because it seemed so remote from the strip. It is set off the strip a little bit, but because the tram, it really is connected pretty closely and you can get around really easily. So don't let that fear keep you away like it did me. This is a worthy choice if you're coming to Vegas. I'd love to know where you think I should stay next. I promised you the best brunch on the strip, or at least my personal favorite. So stick around to the end of the video and I will roll some footage from tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna close out this video now and tell you good night. Thank you for joining me. I will be back shortly with another hotel review. Until next time, dreamer, bye.